I didn't ask my mother-in-law nicely to hand over the baby for feeding. My daughter Emma was 3 weeks old when my mother-in-law Linda moved in to help. She took over everything. Diaper changes, bath time, even deciding when Emma should sleep. But the feeding thing was driving me insane. Linda would snatch Emma out of my arms the second she started crying. Oh, she's not really hungry yet, I can tell by her cry. Then she'd bounce Emma around for 20 minutes while I sat there with painful, leaking breasts. When I'd finally get Emma back, she'd be screaming and frantically rooting around. Linda would shake her head and say, "See? Now you've made her hysterical." My husband Tyler was useless. Every time I complained, he'd say, "Mom's just trying to help. She raised 4 kids, babe." Week 4, things got worse. Linda started scheduling Emma's feedings. She made this chart with times written in red marker and taped it to the fridge. "Babies need structure," she announced, "not this on-demand nonsense." I tried explaining that breastfeeding doesn't work like that. Babies eat when they're hungry. Linda just rolled her eyes. That's why so many young mothers fail at nursing. No discipline. The breaking point came on a Tuesday morning. Emma woke up at 5 a.m. crying. I stumbled into the nursery, but Linda was already there. "Go back to bed," she whispered. "It's too early. She needs to learn patience." Emma was screaming, that desperate, hungry cry that makes your whole body ache. Linda was just standing there, patting her back, completely ignoring the obvious signs. "Linda, she's hungry. Give her to me. It's only been 4 hours since her last feeding. She can wait another hour." I stepped closer. "Hand me my daughter." "You're being dramatic. This is how babies learn schedules." Emma's crying was getting worse. She was doing that thing where babies gasp between sobs because they're so upset. Something snapped in me. I didn't say please. I didn't ask nicely. I walked over and took Emma out of Linda's arms. "What are you doing?" Linda gasped. "Feeding my baby." Linda tried to grab Emma back. "You're spoiling her. You can't just give in every time she cries." I turned my body to shield Emma and looked Linda dead in the eye. "She's 3 weeks old. She doesn't know how to be spoiled. She knows how to be hungry." Linda's face turned red. "Tyler needs to hear about this. You're being completely unreasonable. Call him. I don't care." I sat down in the rocking chair and started nursing Emma. She immediately stopped crying and latched on like she hadn't eaten in days. Linda stood there for a minute, probably expecting me to apologize. When I didn't, she stormed out. Tyler came home at lunch looking stressed. "Mom says you were rude to her this morning." I didn't look up from Emma, who was peacefully sleeping in my arms after finally getting a proper feeding. I wasn't rude. I was direct. "She's trying to help us. She's trying to control us. There's a difference." Tyler sat down next to me. "What happened?" I explained the whole morning, how Emma had been crying for 30 minutes while Linda insisted she wasn't really hungry, how I'd been leaking milk the entire time because my body knew exactly what Emma needed. She made a feeding chart, Tyler, for my breastfed baby. Tyler was quiet for a long time, watching Emma sleep. Maybe Mom has been a little intense. That afternoon, Tyler had a conversation with Linda. I don't know what he said, but the feeding chart disappeared from the fridge. Linda still stayed for another week, but she stopped trying to control when Emma ate. She'd still make comments under her breath, but when Emma cried, she'd bring her straight to me. The day Linda left, she hugged me goodbye. "You know, dear, you might actually know what you're doing." I smiled and didn't say what I was thinking, that I'd known what I was doing all along. I just needed everyone else to get out of my way so I could do it.